That was last week, isn't it? What we discussed last week. That last week was what? Latitude and distance, and we move ahead a little bit or further into what? Longitude, isn't it? So I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding what we discussed in our last class on geography. Is that clear now? Okay. So you pay attention. So I'm going to ask you questions. Stop writing. Doesn't matter. Stop writing. Need to write. Yes, who can tell me what is latitude again? That was last week's lesson. I expect to see all the hands up. Yes, what is latitude?
Latitude are imaginary
lines.
Yes, lines which divide the earth from the east, no, from the west to the east into two equal parts.
Your girlfriend want to help you. Just sit down. Yes. From north to south. Where your girlfriend also failed. Somebody else will take her away from you. Please, can you claim the girlfriend? Please, let me listen to you. What about you? What about you? Your hand goes up.
I divide it into parts, north and south.
I'm just somehow disappointed. It's so unfortunate. You are reading from your book. That's not what I want. You are not stating it well. You cannot say it's drawn from north to south. No. There are imaginary lines, isn't it? Drawn on the Earth's surface. Running from what? East to west. Dividing the Earth into two equal halves or parts, isn't it? And what are the parts? North and south. Simple. And I told you that they are just angular distance drawn from the center of the Earth to either what? Drawn from the center to either north or south. Is that clear now? They are angular distance drawn on the Earth's surface or from the center of the Earth. We went ahead that class to look at what? The important lines of latitude. True or false?
Yes, sir.
Now, without looking at your book, please close your books. Close your books.
Okay, sir.
Close your books.
Okay, sir.
Give me one of the important lines of latitude. Yes.
Tropic of Cancer.
What is the degree?
23 and a half degree.
I'm listening. 23 and a half degree where?
North.
North. Okay. Yes, give me another one. Equator. What is the degree? They can say he stated it. Was is not an excuse. Wasn't in the class. What about you? Was not in the class. Okay, give me another one.
Tropic of Capricorn.
Yes.
I think 63 degrees and a half.
Tropic of Capricorn, 23 and a half degree south. It's an equal angle to what? Tropic of what? Cancer. Yes. Give me another one. Arctic cycle. What's the degree?
Arctic cycle will be 63.
And half degree where? Degree north. Yes. We had the important lines of latitude as what? The equator, which is 0 degree. We have the Arctic cycle, which is what? 66 and a half degree north. We have the Tropic of Cancer, which is what? 23 and a half degree north. And that of Arctic cycle is 66 and a half degree north. Then we have the Tropic of Capricorn, which is what? 23 and a half degree south. We have the Antarctic cycle, which is what? 66 and a half degree what? South. Then we have latitude 90 degree north and 90 degree south. Isn't it? We stated that in our last class. I gave you the diagram, true or false?
True.
Now, we also look at the characteristics of what? Latitude, true or false?
True.
Who can give me one of it? Yes. There. There is not specific. Is it you that run from east or not? You said there. Yes.
All lines of latitude.
Yes, all the lines of latitude, yes. Are what? Run from east to west. Thank you, yes. Yes, all the lines of latitude are parallel to the equator, yes.
Latitude and longitude combined are used to find the location.
Exact or absolute point on the earth surface. All right, yes.
Parallel lines are called small lines.
Are also called small cycles. Now, what are small cycles?
Line that divide the earth, but not into equal parts.
There are lines that cannot divide the earth into two equal parts. These are small cycles, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Apart from the equator, all the parallel lines of latitude are what? Small cycles. All right, so equator is the only great cycle in latitude. It's the only distance that can divide the earth into two equal parts in latitude, isn't it? All right. We also look at the uses of the lines of latitude, isn't it? Which we said that the lines of latitude together with the lines of what? Longitude are used to locate exact or absolute point on the earth surface. True or false? Number two, we said that the lines of latitude are used to find distance between 2 points or locations on the earth surface. We stated that in our last class. And then we pick a subheading: how to find distance between 2 points on the earth surface or locations using the lines of what? Latitude. We discussed that extensively. True or false?
Yes.
All right. Today we are looking at longitude and local time. Last time I went a little bit into what? Longitude, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then what are longitude? Stop yawning. Can't swallow me. So,
Longitude.
yes.
Imaginary line running from north to south, dividing the earth into two.
The line is drawn on my head.
Dividing the earth into two is
A line is drawn on my head, isn't it?
Surface of the earth.
On the earth surface, isn't it?
Yes.
Your definition must be specific when it comes to sciences. Exactly now. It must be what? Specific. Are we clear on that now? There are imaginary lines drawn on the earth surface, isn't it? Running from what? North to south, dividing the earth into two parts, isn't it? What are the parts? East and west. And we also stated that all the lines, unlike latitude, all the lines of longitude are equal in length. True or false? And all the lines converge at both poles. True or false? We also stated the important lines of latitude in our last class, isn't it? And also look at what they use, isn't it? Yes, number one, the lines of longitude together with the lines of latitude are used to locate absolute point on the earth surface. Then number two, the lines of longitude are used to find the local time of a place, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We stated that in our last. Today we are going to start with how to use the lines of longitude to find local time of a place. Subheading, write with me very fast and quickly.
Sir, please.
I'm writing it.
The longitude. Longitude is an imaginary line drawn on the earth's surface, running from north to south, divided into two equal parts. Bracket. Yes, running from north to south. Divided into two equal parts.
As a subheading, using the lines of longitude to find local time of a place.
North to south. Two equal parts, sorry, equal brackets. East and west.
Please pay attention. You must follow duly. If you are behind, please leave space. Then you can continue with us today. Exactly now. Leave like 2 pages and then continue with us today. Later you can copy the previous note. Exactly now. Please. Now, there are steps you can use to find local time of a place. Exactly now. Step number 1. I hope all of you can take dictation, right?
Yes, sir.
Step number
Now
1.
it's my previous computers.
Sir.
Just a subheading. First. Step number 1. Find
Step number
the
one.
two places
Involved.
involved. Find the two places involved. Step number 2. Find the difference in longitude.
It's almost the same like latitude.
My friend, continue. Find the difference in longitude. Step number 2. Find the difference in longitude. Find the difference in longitude. Have you written that? Find the difference in longitude. You have written that, right? Now, that step number 2 have sub steps. In number 2 have sub steps. The sub steps of number 2. The sub steps of number 2. Are we there now?
Yes, sir.
A. If the both longitude, are in the same meridian. If you have east to what? East. You subtract. You subtract the longitude. You subtract the longitude. If the both are in west to west, you also subtract the longitude. Subtract the longitude. The C part of it, if one is in the east and the other one is in the west, you will add the longitude. If one is the D part of it, if one is in the west and the other is in the east, you will also add the longitude or the degrees. Number E part of it, if one is the meridian 0 degree to either east or west, you either add the degrees or you subtract the degrees. Please, you will, if you are not part of us, you check the other hub, please. That is distracting me. You also subtract the degrees. That is the step number 2 with 8 sub steps. Then step 3. Step number 3. Step number 3. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Are we on the same page? Please finish up. Finish up. Step 3. Convert the longitude difference to time. 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 Your time, the formula for step 3, your time is equal to longitude difference or difference in longitude all over 15 degree. Why? Because 1 degree is an equivalent of 4 minutes. 15 degree is an equivalent of 1 hour. And then 360 degree is an equivalent of what? 24 hours. Are we together? Step 4, time adjustment. 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 In time adjustment, if we are moving towards the east, we say that east again. If you are moving towards the east, you add the time. Then west, be conscious of this, west lose, so what? You subtract the time. Subtract the time. That's what we do in time adjustment to know whether the time is in PM or AM. Exactly now. Yes. Local time count from 1 to 12. PM or AM. Exactly now. All right. With this step we have given, we are going to look at some examples under it. Exactly now. Following the step as it has been as they have been stated on the board. Exactly now. We are going to follow this step sequentially as we have stated it or them on the board. Let's take example 1. Example 1, are you ready? All right, write with me very fast and quickly. You know, I will solve the easier part, then I'll give you the other part. I will not say it's difficult, isn't it? You remember your math teachers in those days in school, isn't it? They will give you the examples that is not corresponding with the exercise. True of us. You don't see any similarity at all. And you call my math teacher in the school in those days was a retired soldier. Imagine you in the class with a retired soldier. You dare not ask him questions, even though you don't understand. Do you understand? The response is always yes, sir. If he detects that you said no, or you are not saying anything at all, he will bring you outside, give you heavy knock, and then look for this langa that look like cutlass, having the both edge very blunt, and take you to the field that you know nothing at all. Then while you are clearing the field, the principal will come around and ask him, "What happened, Mr. Adakole? What happened?" See, this boy doesn't want to learn at all. Principal will just, okay, after the field, take him to my house. There is a portion there to clear again. So once he asks a question, do you understand? Before he finished, yes. And in those days, the one you call junior Y, there's something like junior Y, junior secondary school examination, promotion toward XS1. The question leaked out, and nobody's student, and they can have access to anything. The question came out 2 weeks before the exam, the mathematics time. So he came to teach us, say, let me brush you up so that you don't find anything difficult. And no one students are giving you questions, and they're all laughing and nodding. I know they have the answer to it. He gave him the question, he will solve. Is it the answer? No, sir. He will stop till 10 o'clock. We'll go for our breakfast, return back, he will be on the board there. Now, when the students are with the answer, there is nothing you can do. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Because they have gone outside, jumped the fence overnight, met with other math teachers, they have solved it for them with the step, and they have memorized it, they are sitting with you. So question 1, let's go. Or example 1. What will be the local time in Nigeria? What will be the local time in Nigeria? What will be the local time in Nigeria? Longitude 15 degree east. Longitude 15 degree east. Longitude 15 degree east. And Ghana. Let's check the question again. What will be the local time in Nigeria? Are we there?
Yes, sir.
All right. When it is, take it from there now. What will be the local time in Nigeria? Nigeria longitude what? 15 degree east. No, remove that now. When it is 5 o'clock p.m. in Ghana. When it is 5 o'clock p.m. in Ghana. Longitude 45 degree east. Longitude 45 degree east. What will be the local time in Nigeria when it is 5 o'clock p.m. in Ghana? Longitude what? 45 degree what? East. Full stop. This is an SSCE 1995 question 6B. Can we just follow together now?
Yes, sir.
Let's look at the solution or attempt.
You state what is given.
Let's follow suit, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Attempt. You know why we have attempt, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we don't have this. Do you have this?
Yes, we have this.
No. The only person with that is
God.
have the solution. Human being, we are into trial and error, so we make only attempt.
Are you saying the answer?
I'm not saying so. Our attempt is working towards perfection, isn't it? The only perfect man being is what? God. All right, let's look at this. The places involved. The first place is what?
Nigeria.
Nigeria, your beloved country. What is
Your beloved country.
what is the longitude here?
15 degree east.
15 degree what? East. What is the time?
Time 5 p.m.
Read your question very well.
Time Nigeria don't have time.
There is no time given in the question for Nigeria, isn't it?
Yes.
You are asked to find the time, isn't it? Yes. How can you say Nigeria don't have time?
I mean the question.
The next country, the place there is what? Ghana, where you are going to get married to, or where you are going to marry from. Yes. What is the longitude?
Massive. 45 degree east.
East. What is the time?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Step 1.
p.m.
Step 1 is out, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Step 2, find the difference in longitude, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we have the longitude difference, which is equal to what? Are we adding or subtracting?
Subtracting.
And we subtract the lower longitude from the higher longitude, isn't it?
Yes.
We have 45 degree what? East minus what? 15 degree what? East. So our longitude difference is what? Just 30 degree. Are you short? Yes.
I'm not short.
Step 2 out of it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Step 3, our time
Yes.
is equal to what? The longitude difference
Over 15 degree.
over what?
15 degree.
You know why it's 15 degree, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So our time will be equal to the longitude difference is what? 30 degree over what? 15 degree. So what do we have? It's going to be 2 hours, right? All right. Time adjustment. True or false? You still remember our time adjustment?
Yes. Yes.
Are we adding the final time to the initial time, or we are subtracting? Are you adding?
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay, let me take you to this place. You're going to find out. We are finding the time for Nigeria, which is in the lower longitude, isn't it? And if you are leaving Ghana, which is in the higher longitude, and you are going to Nigeria, which is the lower longitude, where are we facing?
We are facing like
West.
this.
You are facing west. Thank you very much. Let me give you the diagram again.
Light.
This is what? East. This is what? West. All right. Now, let's assume this is Nigeria, and this is what? Ghana. This is 45 degree east, and this is what? 15 degree what? East. Isn't it? Now, we are leaving Ghana to find the time in what? Nigeria. And definitely, where are we facing? We are facing west, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So our time adjustment, is it addition or subtracting? You subtract, isn't it? You subtract what? The final time from the initial time. Okay. So our time adjustment is equal to what? The initial time minus what? Final time. Isn't it? Okay, the initial time is 5 o'clock, isn't it? And then the final time is what? 2 hours, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Also, if you minus, what do you have? You have 3, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, we don't know whether the 3, because that of Ghana is in PM, isn't it?
Yes.
And we don't know whether it is the one we calculated is AM or PM. How many of you, most of us now, we are used to what digital time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go to analog time to check whether our time is what PM or AM in Nigeria. Okay. I can wipe here, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I believe you understand what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
If happen that it is Nigeria with the lower longitude that is having the time, and then Ghana is not having the time, we are moving to what? Towards the east, isn't it? We would have added exactly now. All right. Let's see our wall clock. How many of you still have this analog time at home? 12, 6, 3, 9. Is it 11? This one is what?
1, 2,
This one is what?
4, 5,
7.
Is it 7
7 and 8.
and 8?
1.
The time for Ghana is 5 p.m., isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the hour time, hour hand, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
And this the big hand now go to that time.
Now go to what?
12.
So this is 5 p.m. True or false?
True.
Now we are making subtraction. True or false?
True.
If you take away 1 from here, you have 4.
Oh, yes, sir.
If you take away the second one from here, you have what? 3. As we have, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We have the 3 here. True or false?
Yes, sir.
So we have 5 p.m. still returning back to 4 p.m. and coming back to what? 3 p.m. So definitely our time is also 3 p.m. in Nigeria. So it is 3 p.m. That is 3 o'clock p.m. in Nigeria. Now, if it is not a hypothetical figure or assumed longitude, it then means that if there is a football match to be played in Ghana between Nigeria and Ghana, the football match is to be what? Played in what? Ghana. And we want to watch the football match, and the ball is played in Ghana by 5 p.m., 5 o'clock p.m. And want to watch the same football match here. We are going to tune in our television at exactly what? 3 o'clock p.m. Because 3 o'clock p.m. in Nigeria is an equivalent of what? 5 o'clock p.m. in Ghana. That is what the assumption means. Exactly now. All right. Copy this. Let's go to the next one. We will copy to this site. If you wish, so that I can remind you. Assumption. Hypothetical means assumption. Assume figures. Exactly now. The longitude I give there, the assume longitude. Exactly now. Actually, that example was supposed to be between Nigeria and Ethiopia, which is the exact thing. Ethiopia.
Normally, is it 1 hour difference? Nigeria and Ghana.
Nigeria is where is Ghana? Nigeria should be ahead of Ghana by 1 degree. 1 degree. I mean 15 degrees, sorry. 15 degrees, which is what?
1 hour.
1 hour. Exactly now.
Yes, sir.
This is your cycle. Look like egg. Please, am I permitted to use this? It's my book. I borrowed one.
You can use it.
It's my personal book. You want to do what? You want to see it after the lesson, right? Let's look at an example from here. I have another example. Please, you solve this for me. Let's go. Example 2.
Example 2.
This example is coming from SSC June 1993, question number 6B. If the time at turn A, if the time at turn A, if the time at turn A, longitude 75 degree west, longitude 75 degree west, is 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday. It's 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday. It's 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Full stop. What will be the time and day? What will be the time and day? What will be the time and day at time B? Longitude 120 degree east. Longitude 120 degree east. Full stop. Question mark. Show your working clearly.
This one, yeah.
Yes. Show your working clearly. SSA June 1993. Were you born 1993?
No, sir.
Yes or no, sir?
I was born then.
No, sir. No, sir.
1993.
I was born 1993.
19 years in the body.
I think none of you here is up to 14 years.
Me
Is
and
anybody up to 14 years? Yes. Oh. I think you can't cross 15 here.
yes, sir. I'm 9. Yeah.
Well, is that what you use to check your age? Although in those days, that was what is used to check your maturity for school. If your hand cannot touch your ear across like this, you can't go to school. So imagine the short people with short hands.
Imagine the dwarf.
That's what I mean by short. Those people that are brief. Where is Esther? She's not here. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for your answer quickly.
So I see the time is going to be more than 10 minutes.
The type of time.
Don't worry, just walk. And just follow the whole step.
This is where the clock comes back in.
And ensure that when you are adjusting, use the wall clock.
Comes in.
When you are adjusting, use the wall clock. Are you part of us?
The type of time.
You cannot use analog. Digital. You can only use analog.
Yes. I don't know.
Okay, are you just joining us? Or you are not part of us? You are just finding a place to rest. If you are part of us, you'll be working with us. Who is not working against us who is not working with us is working against us. What's the problem? There is no problem in that question.
So there's problem. Now this side, now we don't know whether we are going to gain or we are going to.
Follow the step I've given to you. I told you initially the one I will solve, then I'll give you the second one to solve for me. The one I solved was what?
This one is like, both are different.
What do you have? Have you adjusted your time? Have you been able to adjust your time?
I've adjusted my time. I'm not saying that time, but it's still day. So I are going to
2 minutes to finish. Your time cannot be minus.
Okay, just come across. My engine has gone.
Your what? What do you have? You're still working? That shouldn't take you time. Once you follow the step. What do you have? You are still working. What about you? What about you? That's, yeah, done. Can I have your? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? You're done with yours? Please, can we look at this place? Yes. How many? What are the places? Then A. What's the longitude? 75 degree what? West. Is it the one carrying the time?
Yes, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. And the day is what? Friday. All right. Time what? B. What's the longitude? Degree what? The time is not given and the day is not given. The next one is to find the difference in longitude, isn't it? Longitude difference will be equal to, they are in different meridian, isn't it? So are we adding or we are subtracting? So 75 degree west plus what? 120 degree what? East. So what do we have?
5
Degree.
Guys,
Our time is equal to, please. You better follow up now. Follow up now. Follow up now. If you are claiming to have gotten it, I can leave it at this
no, sir, we have
place.
not got it. This side we have done this side. We are last
We
part.
will not get anything.
You say for yourself.
And you get to.
Longitude difference over what? 15 degree, which will give us
195.
195 degree over what? 15 degree. So what do you have?
13.
Just 13.
13 hours.
13 hours. Now, we are moving to the east, right? The time B is not having the time. So we are moving from west to what? East. Okay. So if you are going to the east, what happened?
Add.
Look at the marker that refused to write just now. Time is equal to, sorry,
Initial time.
it's time adjustment, sorry.
Time adjustment.
Time adjustment is equal to what?
Initial time minus final.
You say minus? We are moving towards the east.
Yes, sir.
Plus.
East gains, what do? You add. Plus what? The other time we are moving to the west. That is why we subtracted. Final time. So what do you have? The initial time is 5. Plus where? 13. What do you have?
18.
And we don't have local time to be like this. We have it as PM or AM, isn't it? So the main time will come when we have our war clock. This is 12, 6. Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8.
The other time we had is what?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. The 5 o'clock is in what? PM? It's in PM.
So when you start it,
So we are now adding what? 13 to 5. He said, talk to me. Is it not 12?
Yes, sir.
It's not 5 p.m. I think that's the initial time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we are going to add 13 to it now, isn't it? So this is 5 p.m., isn't it?
Yes.
Now we are adding 13 to it, true or false? So we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13.
Now 6 o'clock. Can I tell you? That's a lie. It's in at 12.
Let's look at it now. 18, take away 12 from here. What do you have?
6 hours. Now, I don't understand.
Our local time is ending by 12, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Once it's 12, start counting from 1, isn't it? You have 18, take away 12 from it. What do you have?
So, sir, don't manage this. Just take a look.
Are you still confused? Hey!
Sir, you are still confused now.
There is no local time that is 18. Is that clear now? And we stop at 12. After 12, what do you count? 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have the one we first of all adjusted here is what? 18 hours, isn't it? 18 take away 12. What do you have? When we adjusted and we added 13 to 5, what do we have? We still end at what? 6. Is that clear now? Now, the 5 p.m. was on Friday, true or false?
Yes.
This is 6 p.m., true or false? 7 p.m., true or false?
True.
8 p.m., true or false? 9 p.m., 12 midnight. 12 midnight is a second that make it a.m. That is on Friday, ended at midnight. Now, true or false? Do we cross to Saturday by what? 1 a.m.
2 a.m. 3 a.m. 4 a.m. 5 a.m. 6 a.m.
I thought it's 8 hours.
Where are you having 8?
18 hours.
18 take away 12. What do you have? That's okay. After this adjustment, I told you from the beginning there is no local time that is 18. After, okay, you have 18, isn't it? Let's say we have exactly 12 noon now, and you take away 12 from it. What do you have from 18? If you take away 12 from 18, what do you have? 6. Exactly now. If I had done the adjustment here and I say I have 18, take away 12, and then have 6 hours, you'll be confused, true or false? I calculated I have what? 18. That's okay to be sure whether our time is AM or PM. Leave this adjustment. Let's do the adjustment on the wall clock, isn't it? And I added what? 13. The adjustment I did here is what I took back to what? Wall clock. Is that clear now? Just to interpret it to you clearly. What I did here will not give you whether it is AM or PM. And there is no local time that is what? 18. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
So what I did is, okay, what I have done here, let me just abandon this one and then add what? Because we are moving towards the east, so we are going to add the time, isn't it? The final time calculated to what? To the initial time. And I started adding that 13 we calculated, isn't it? And I said, okay, let's add that 13 now to what? To 5. True or false? The 5 p.m. we have, I started adding. I say add 1 to it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The 13 ended at what? 6. And I said, okay, we started by 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and then 12 midnight. We are now crossing to the next day, which is from Friday to what? Saturday, which is what? 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to what? 6 a.m. Is that understood now?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear with it now?
Yes, sir.
So our time is what? 6 what?
6 a.m.
6 o'clock a.m. A.m. Which day?
Saturday.
Saturday. Isn't it? So now, when it is 5 p.m. on Friday, exact time in town B to be what? 6 what? A.m. on where? Saturday. So if there is a football match between these two towns, let's say there are two countries, the match is played in town A with this longitude here. It's playing in town A, and then its exact time of the match is 5 p.m. If you are in Nigeria and you want to watch that match, mean Nigeria is in town B, isn't it? You want to watch that match, it is on Friday, the next day that you tune in your television by what? 6 what? A.m. And the match will be playing live.
Wonderful.
Now, the world we are living in is segmented or divided into what time? It's not uniform, exactly now. Due to what? The rising of the sun and the setting of what? The sun. Exactly now. Now, it's not moon.
Now this guy nice the moon.
Like when it is 12 noon in Nigeria here, it is exactly 12 p.m. in USA. Time difference. Even in Brazil, there is still time difference in the same country. When they played the World Cup, what time? I think what year did they play the World Cup there? 2014. The World Cup was played there. One part of Brazil, 1 hour difference to the same country. Then another part of Brazil, 2 hours different in the same country. How many of you look at the Nigerian map very well? How many of you are aware that Lagos is outside the Nigerian map? It is Atlantic Ocean that divided Lagos to Nigeria. After drawing the Nigerian map, then at the western part of it there, you put Lagos by the side of it there. It is the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, that put Lagos to Nigeria. So there is time difference between Lagos and Abuja.
How many minutes difference?
How many minutes do you make the difference? Make I call Lagos now.
You want to call? So that is all. When you are having your breakfast here now, maybe by 7 you are having your breakfast, another place will be having their lunch, another country will be having their dinner. I mean, no, if you watch very well, those of you that are conversant with online during Christmas, you will check the difference. When you are shouting Happy Christmas here, another country, there are 2 days to Christmas.
Yes, they are very correct.
Some people say have mash out.
Others are already 1 day out of Christmas.
Yes.
Why we are in our Christmas here, 12 noon, USA is already 12 hours getting out of Christmas.
God. They celebrate Christmas before us.
They celebrated before you.
Yes.
So if you are giving out gift on Valentine's Day to your girlfriend who is in United States of America, especially in LA, Los Angeles, better do it. Do it at your own midnight, a day before Valentine, which is on the 13th midnight. So it will meet up with noon of the 14th February of Valentine in US. Exactly now. So that you will not be late. If you imagine somebody will give her a gift before you.
They are
already giving her
big mess up.
Why you are going here with Nigerian flower? Somebody have already given her just one big car like that. And you are just coming thinking it's the right time. She'll just be looking at you, you are surprised. Imagine you are giving somebody a gift and the person is not appreciating it, not smiling. Okay, you can keep it over there.
You are 12 hours late.
You are 12 hours late. Or she's already outing with somebody. She has gone out with somebody and you are coming very late, thinking you are coming, you are the first person who is coming. So it's usually, but if it is guys, they will appreciate it, isn't it? Whichever time you give a gift to a guy, he will still appreciate it and give you a warm hug, isn't it? But this evil spirit, once you are a second late,
you are done for.
They will just substitute you for another person. Look for somebody in your place. That guy, she has been telling you we are just normal friends, nothing is happening between us. Is your second option.
It's your potential replacement.
Once you mess up a second and the person called at the right time, that guy is not bestie,
You are welcome.
That guy is your housemate, no bestie.
It's around the corner.
You didn't solve this one. I solved this one. So I'm going to give you another one to solve.
Sir, we solved this, so this is where we stop. Oh my.
This one will be better. Please take this question. This will be better. This is Waxy, November 1999. How many of you are born 1999? November 1999, Waxy.
I was 23.
We are 23 years then.
Now imagine how many years you feel.
Okay. You are calling a baby from my class?
No, it's a boy.
Is this one a boy?
She was talking to us. That was
And she was waving at you, smiling.
this one is.
All right, a concert. Sorry, a music concert. A music concert arranged. Arranged. No, women, ladies like music, isn't it?
Yes.
Wake up, collect your money. A music concert arranged to commence at 12 midnight on Sunday. A music concert arranged to commence at 12 midnight on Sunday. Are we there? In Australia, a music concert arranged to commence at 12 midnight on Sunday. In Australia, longitude 150 degree east. Longitude 150 degree east. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Are we on the same line?
Yes, sir. No fun.
Is to be televised.
It will be television.
Is to be televised. Is to be televised. Full stop. When will a family wishing to watch the program in Accra, Ghana? When will a family wishing to watch the program in Accra, Ghana? Longitude 120, longitude 120 degree west. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Tune in to the television. Tune in to the television. Tune in. Are we there? To the television for the program. Tune in to the television for the program. Question mark. Remember, you have to look for the time and day. True of us. No, answer what? So that you go and Google it, because we have this geography or mathematical app now. Once you insert it, it will solve it for you.
Just snap it. What is snapping? The answer is done. And just
So you are solving it here now. So assuming you have a family in Ghana and you want to watch this program live. You know how the Australian they dance? You know the way they dance? A lady with a guy will hold hand and how do they call that type of dance?
Yoga dance.
You hold and
Somalian dance.
stand up, let me show you.
Ballad.
Stand up. Let me show you. This kind of dance, they are dancing and they are doing a hand. And then the lady will just turn, fall, and the guy will catch her up. Try it in Nigeria. Imagine you just finished quarreling with your guy and you went to a program to go and dance with him like that.
They'll leave you.
Then you climb a staircase and then you jump for the guy to catch you. Finished? This should take you just a minute.
Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me?
No, that is the truth. Be fast so that we can cover a lot. Who is true? I heard I'm true. So you tell me the day and the time you'll be tuning in your television to watch this program. There was a time we are expected to watch a football match. I was in Benue State and it was advertised 12. We don't know whether it was 12 midnight or 12 noon. But the person who advertised the program put 12 noon. So 12 noon, we all went there, we sat down to watch the football match, only to discover that we are only watching the highlight. The match had been played by midnight. And I just look at it, I say, this guy did not calculate it well because he doesn't have the knowledge of local time. I believe we are done with working.
18 hours. Shit. Magic my clock.
You want to check your clock now? Yes. Who is through with it? You through with it. Okay, I don't like your sitting. You are not doing anything. And who is not doing anything? You sit behind, please. Sit behind. You don't know you're on live camera. You're on live camera. Imagine any of your parents or your sibling is watching, or your uncle is watching, or aunt watching, and you are not writing, you are in the lesson ground. It look funny, isn't it? Person like my mother will call you, what are you doing sitting down there doing nothing? And if you come back from the lesson, no fight. You will submit your note to my mother. As she come to register, you should collect the timetable and go home. She'll be looking at the timetable and the lesson you are supposed to have. She will have the coordinator's phone number. So a particular time she'll be calling. If this lesson ends, another one is starting. Call. Is the teacher around? Yes. She'll be waiting for you to come back. She'll open. The whole lesson just a page. Believe me, the next morning she'll be there to ask the coordinator, can this lesson be just one page? And imagine the people around, she will disgrace you. Beating, pam, 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 kneel down. Just imagine you have a girlfriend around. So what I normally do, even though the teacher finished teaching and the note is not up to at least 5 pages, I will not sit down somewhere and copy note. Plenty. What is the local time calculated and what is the date? No or yes?
Watch the match on Monday by 6 p.m.
On Monday by what time? What is it match? To watch the the music concert?
Music concert.
Yes, on when? What is the day? Monday?
Yeah.
By what time?
5.
You are not sure. You say 6 and you say 5. You are not sure of
So
yourself.
I'm not the one that says 6.
Who says it?
Please. Because of what? By what time? By 5 a.m. or 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. You say 5 p.m.
Yeah, I say AM. Well, you say PM. I say
I
AM.
say 5 a.m. Why they look me? Early morning.
Early in the morning.
5 p.m.
So no morning prayer.
No money. Yeah.
Let me find out. Tell me your answer before I cross check. Your answer on Monday,
Monday.
5 a.m. You
Yes.
the same with him,
No, sir. My own is 6 a.m.
6 a.m. But the same day.
Yes.
What about you?
Monday 6 a.m.
Monday 6 a.m. You are not calculating. Yes. Yes, you answer.
5 a.m.
Eh? On Monday, what time? 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Yes. Monday 6. Okay. Yes. What do you have? Nothing. Neutral. You are not sure. On Monday, what? 6 p.m. Okay. If your answer is wrong, you will lose something valuable. Yes.
Something.
Valuable.
Okay, excuse me. I say something valuable. Let me know.
Ensure that your handset is with you. You are going to exchange it with somebody with the correct answer.
I'm a first screen break.
The person will manage it like that. Yes. What are the town?
Australia.
Have you been there before?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
In my dream.
What is the longitude?
Sydney. 150.
Degree where?
East.
East. Okay. What is the time?
12. 12.
12 midnight. The day is what? The second turn is where?
Accra, Ghana.
Ghana. What is the longitude?
120.
Degree west. Okay. The step 2. Our longitude difference is equal to 150 degree west east, sorry, plus where?
120.
Degree west. So what we have?
270.
2 what?
270.
Degree, isn't it? All right. Our time is equals to what? Longitude difference over what? Degree. So we have what? 270 degree over what? So what do we have?
You have 18 hours.
Just 18. No point.
Sam?
No point.
Yes, sir. 18 hours.
10 hours. Okay. So next one is what? Adjustment. Will be equal to. I think we are moving towards the west, isn't it? So what do? We lose time, isn't it? So we subtract. Show of us.
Okay.
18 minus 12. What we have? 18 minus 12. What we have? 6 hours. 6 o'clock. Okay. Can we cross check from here? Where's the person sitting here? Okay. 12, 6, 3, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. The initial time is 12 midnight. It's 12 midnight on Sunday. How many of you said on Monday?
Nobody say Monday. Yeah, I say on Monday. You say on Monday. I said Monday. But I say you go back. Na Tuesday. You go back to your past.
Let's start. We are not adding. So how come you have on Sunday? You have Monday. If you are you are moving towards the west, so you moving towards the west, you are moving in this direction. You're moving in anti-clockwise. If you are moving towards the east, you move in the clockwise. So we are taking away 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Mess up.
The 18 landed at what?
6
p.m.
I think I still got the same thing 6 here, isn't it? Okay. From midnight, we come to what?
We come to PM.
PM, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's 11 p.m.
10 p.m. 9 p.m. 8 p.m. 7 p.m. 6 p.m. 10. I feel
Saturday. So it's 6 o'clock p.m. on where? Saturday.
Other person want to watch the dinner. When you don't sleep, don't look the highlights.
So we have it as what? 6 p.m. on when? Saturday. How many of you got that 6 p.m.? Many of you told me a.m.
All of us get here.
Sammy, I wrote you on the time you said your village, Benue State, that something like they watch highlight. And I remember that what to say was good.
They used to watch highlight. Even those people now watch the highlight.
They are just looking for excuse. I think you should go and read law, isn't it? Law. You're not supposed to be in geography class. You don't want to fail, don't want to take responsibility at all. You're looking for whom to. This type will take decision, and once the decision is wrong, and my wife now calls someone. I wanted to say this. She said I should say this, isn't it? I believe we finish. Copy what is on the board. If you did not solve it correctly, copy what is on the board fast and quickly. Let's go to the next one. It's not yet break time, okay?
Many at something.
Yes.
Fine.
Have you finished copying what is on the board? Or make corrections as necessary, isn't it? Let's go. Finish so I can clean the board. Can I wipe the board now?
Yes, sir.
You're looking at the difference between latitude and longitude. Let's look at the difference very quickly. Is that clear now? Look at the difference. You draw the line like this. This is latitude and what? Longitude. Longitude. Number one. From east to west. This is number one. Number two. Are called parallels of latitude. The lines of longitude are called meridian. That's number two. Number three. Lines of latitude are small cycles, except equator. The lines of longitude are great cycles. Number four. The lines of latitude. The lines of latitude are used to find distance between two places on the Earth's surface. Number four, the lines of longitude are used to find local time of a place. Number five. lines of latitude varied in length the line of longitude are equal in length so if you look at what's on the board here, the differences, these are glaring what differences. The lines of latitude run from east to west, then the lines of longitude run from what? North to south. Glaring. Then we'll talk about the lines of latitude are called parallels of latitude, while the lines of longitude are called what? Meridians. Then we have number 3, the lines of latitude are small cycles except what? Equator. And we say all the lines of longitude are what? Great cycles. Number 4, the lines of latitude are used to find distance between two places on the Earth's surface. The lines of longitude are used to find local time of a place. Then number 5, the lines of latitude varied in length, but the lines of longitude are equal in length. Let's give further difference. We can have this as number 6. The lines of latitude a gap between the lines of latitude is constant. The lines of longitude converge at both poles. These are some of the few differences we have. We have about 6 differences. You can have more than that. The rest will be your research. Exactly now. Please, those of you disturb me, I may likely ask you to take the other hall. I just have a few minutes to the end of the lesson, so I believe you can be quiet with it, isn't it? All right. Can we look at the similarities now? Please, the 3 of you check the other hall. Please. Check the other hall quickly. If you are done with this, can I wipe the board clean so we can check the similarities? All right. Now wipe here now. I think this ball seems to be taller than my height, isn't it? But I'm not that short now. I am brief.
Briefly.
Somebody like, is this still short?
No, you are not sure.
I'm not short, isn't it? Any soup that is like this, you can use it to eat eba, isn't it?
Speaking in parables.
Are you sure? I've not said anything beyond that. Yesterday evening, I was telling the evening class, just imagine that your father-in-law says that you are not paying any bride price. Go inside the waiting room and solve the mathematics equations there. That's time for your bride price. And let Nigeria pass it as a bill that you solve maths and you are married.
See?
No, many guys will do my practice through of us.
Yes.
Connect their earpod and call the guy.
Senior man.
Please.
I must do.
Let me read the question for you. Give me the answer. I don't need the process. Do you know most of the girls who do my practice will go and check the question and test it to the guy?
Yes.
That's the question my father wants to give to you. But imagine you are ready with the malpractice on getting to that place, the question change.
Mess up.
And then there are other guys on the same queue. Okay, you cannot solve it, leave.
You drink.
Mess
Who's
up.
the airport? Just give me the answer.
What if your father-in-law does not like bread?
Or you cover that.
Number one,
Something.
Overhead woman.
boats are drawn on, let me read it clearly, both lines are drawn on the earth surface. Number two, both are measured in degrees. Number three, both are used to find absolute points on the earth's surface. On the earth's surface. Number four, used as reference points on the earth's surface. These are the similarities we have. Number one, both lines are drawn on the earth's surface. Number two, both are measured in what? Degrees. That is all the lines, both latitude and longitude are measured in what? Degrees. Number three, both are used to find absolute or exact points on the earth's surface. Then number four, both are used as reference points on the earth's surface. So these are the four similarities we have. If there is no question, I'm going to ask you questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for my questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Who shout A?
You are ready for your question.
A question you determine whether you are going out for break or not.
Jesus.
Make a commotion.
The last question I solved, you got it wrong.
Yes, sir.
Now have your handset. You got your own right, right? You got the last question right. Is this? Tell me the truth. You got it right? Many of you got the question right.
I got it.
Nobody.
I got it. I almost got it right.
Naira does not kill a bird.
You only
Nobody.
got the time, but you
Is
don't
that
get
all?
the date.
It's only the
Okay, you got the time.
But not the
I
day.
think I can give you this
But
handset.
not the day.
You like
get
it?
the day. Okay, you not get the day.
But he tried.
Yes, I tried.
He tried. He tried. He tried. If they will mark 100, they will give him 99.
The guy is stammering already because of handset.
No, I could give you.
This is the type that armed robber will come and say your life or your handset.
You get it?
So you better take my life.
Yes, so
Let him not cry. You will not concentrate again like a baby.
Oh,
you answer your right.
But imagine your life without the handset for 2 days. That's 48 hours.
No.
Can you be cool with that?
It will not be funny. You know, go funny.
Man, I think from last week Tuesday till Wednesday in the night, I was not with my handset.
So you said you sold it.
I didn't.
Just purposely.
I was invited by the police. They were getting to that place. They said lock him up. They did not even verify anything from me. It was the next day they discovered that it was a wrong information.
So I sleep for self.
Yes,
Sleep for 7. They not give you food.
that was Nigerian police for you. It was when the DPO came and said, how can you lock somebody without taking the person's statement? The point they discovered that I wasn't the one who made that transaction, it was another person entirely.
why didn't you sue them?
They now load themselves to go and arrest the person. When they have locked me for at least.
You could have sued them.
Sue them.
Okay, sue them.
They should have paid you.
I paid bribe in the cell. What do you bring? What do you bring? What do you bring? I say, I carry 500 here.
You not drop.
You remember those guys in the cell?
Yes. You must
Horror.
pay something.
There was one Hausa guy who stayed in the cell there. He say, this division here. He said this place is clean. And he's not going anywhere again.
Yeah.
Say free food, free accommodation. He ran to the restroom on the tap. I say, hey.
Yeah.
Say going to the mosque. When it's night, they will chase them out. You'll be looking for where to lay there. Say this place, nobody should wake him up or he want to sleep.
No. I never go there. Listen, I won't go there.
When they open us, I should come and go. They say, bros, where are you going? Let's rest here.
Is there fine?
Eh?
Is it fine?
Although the place is actually neater than this place. Eh?
The cell is underground.
It's not underground. No man.
How about you don't
But the only thing that is lacking there is just abundant air. Nice light.
Protest that time.
Nice light.
Take a little for that.
No fan, but the air coming in is just minimal. But even the restroom everywhere is clean.
No, they don't carry your
Let's process new one.
Say carry the
It's a year old.
They carry that principle.
Yes.
Do you know the funniest thing? I was part of those who painted the place. The person who received the contract, I followed him. We painted the place only for me to be locked up there last. All right. Question number 1. Who is ready to be number 1 to answer question number 1?
So anybody that's on go outside.
Not yet. It's not yet time. Okay, let's assume you answer. You sit for 5 minutes. You go outside.
Okay.
Right? So point yourself. Who's going to be number 1? No. Be sure of yourself. Okay, to the best of your ability, you can be number 1.
Bring it on.
Me number.
Sir, no me, my twin brother will be number 1.
I don't have your twin brother here. It's as if I want to make you number 1.
Yes. Yes, it should be number 1. We are beyond yet.
Clean the board. I mean, close your book. Sorry. Close your books. Cover your books. Or you need 1 minute to go through it.
Yes, sir.
Is it yes or no, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No means okay. Yes means no.
Yes.
You cover the book.
No. No, yes.
Okay, 1 minute to go through what we discussed today. Only. Remember, I previewed the last week lesson, so we also discussed it today.
You see.
Stop snapping it.
Now, in case anyone don't get that.
Imagine if I take that handset and I give to Mr. Success now. There was a boy who came to evening lesson yesterday. Say on Saturday when Mr. Success sees his handset, it was not funny. Throughout the lesson, you could not concentrate. You were there, isn't it? Confession.
Okay.
Are you set for the question now?
Yes.
If you are set, you close your book.
Kind of sense.
If you are set, you close your book.
This one where they snap with eye like this. Let me see.
Have you ever been in a rush to an examination hall? You open and be looking, open and be looking, open and be... But on getting to the examination where you open and you close,
You lost.
the question appear, but you don't know anything from there.
Wow.
Can you now be telling your friend, I've been know this thing.
We don't see this thing today.
I have it before. Doesn't work that way, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Close your book. Okay, sister, you are still reading. 1 minute reading can no longer help. Oh. Cannot help. Sister,
Close your book.
close your book. I think I'll make you number one.
No, sir, no. Sir.
Yeah, she read more than others. She have read for like 2 minutes now.
You read
First, you
for
read
5
1 minute.
minutes.
Camera is on you, so be careful. So question one. Answer question one. Give me two differences between latitude and longitude.
Longitude.
Sir,
They are run from east to west. That's the
Latitude are drawn from north to south. Do you agree with that?
no, sir.
Okay, sir, sorry, mistake.
The other way around.
It's the other round.
Sir, this is
Please take that handset away. Now, please. I don't want that music.
So that's the run from east to west.
I'm listening to you. Just stand up. Camera is on you. Stand up. Answer the question. Yes.
Latitude are run from east to west. Longitude from north to south.
Longitude from north to south. Yes.
Then
Number two.
latitude, they are used, longitude are used to calculate local time. Then latitude are used to calculate distance.
Distance between two places. Correct. Sit down. So what were you scared about? Question two. Go to you. Give me at least two similarities between latitude and longitude.
It's like
Give me at least two similarities. Hurry up. Who can answer that question? Yes.
they are both measured in degree.
Yes.
They are drawn on the Excel.
Good. Save yourself. You save yourself.
You have saved me with that.
No, you are still there. Your question will be calculation. Yes, over to you. Name the great cycle in latitude. If you answer the question, you give her 500 naira. You give her 200 naira.
I mean, she will give me.
Shall I go answer the question?
Yes.
Make I don't know. Make I see.
If you want to say anything, you answer your question.
Don't show her any paper. I don't know what you are trying to do. Nigerians are good in malpractice. The first malpractice that happened in Nigeria was a Cambridge exam written in Lagos, where they write the exam in cubicle. You've been to a library before now. You are not seeing the other person. You are just inside the square. That was when they did the first malpractice, and it happened like, and they were not caught.
I know it not.
It was after marking the result and marking the exam and giving the result that 6 months later that the camera picked it. So Nigerians are wonderful. They are wonderful people, talented and skillful people.
Only get smart.
If there is not taken, you look at the criminal and say, "You are innocent." Then you carry the innocent people and then lock up. That's when they went to review the camera now. No, the white men, when you overpass their exam, they will review every possibility to find out why. Sister, please, it's a simple question I gave to you. You know it's a simple question, right?
Just one word.
How many of you remember when I wrote on the board that all the lines of latitude are small cycle except
Make I know. Make I
Who
know.
talk am?
Who talk am?
Wait till
You
Where I want go know.
never say anything.
what is the measurement in degree?
So I'll make it.
15.
Never say anything.
Remember, equator is a reference point. All other lines of latitude are drawn from it. So what is the degree?
90
Hmm? 0 degree.
Can't think this one.
Okay. You're free. You have a question to calculate. I've done the calculation. I'll give you the answer. Then you adjust it for me.
Yes, sir.
You are no longer offering geography now. Somebody who asked me to give her this book to check. She's no longer offering
You just
geography.
want to read it.
You just want to read it.